What happened here? This guy sure throws a tantrum.
There's a note on the ground that says, "My brother deserves better than I can give him." Oh no. I think he overheard you bashing him. I think he's gonna kill himself.
Eric, everything is going to be fine. I don't think he's going to kill himself. We just
Yes,
need
he
to...
is. And it's going to be your fault. Why did you have to say all those mean things about him? My baby brother.
Calm down. Look, Seth isn't here, so he's still probably alive. We just have to go look for him. Where do you think he would be?
Eric wipes away his tears.
You're right. He's not here, so he's alive. I might have enough time to apologize. Let me try to calm down and think.
Eric paces around the room and thinks.
I got it! He would probably go to his favorite place before he committed suicide.
Where is that? Subway?
Yeah? How did you know that?
I was joking. How can he eat that stuff? I've never met a person who actually likes that place.
Yeah, that's why he likes it. Ever since that Jared guy got arrested, he's never stopped going. Don't get me started on Papa John guy.
They leave the room and go outside to take Jen's car, which is a Volkswagen PT Cruiser Element. They head to the first subway they can find and see Seth's car, parked terribly in the street.
That's his car. We found him. Good thinking, Jen.
It was your idea, Eric.
Oh.
Cut to interior subway. The place is semi-abandoned and one pimple-faced employee is standing behind the counter with the manager.
Okay, kid, we're getting another customer. And don't mess this up again, you stupid bitch. Make sure you read the subway tour to them and smile.
Oh, yes, sir.
Eric and Jen Kramer into the door. The pimple-faced subway employee is sweating and pulls out the subway Torah and starts to read.
Hello, welcome to Subway. What can I sum your sandwich for? Would you like bread? Would you want your meat toasted? What's your favorite mayonnaise? Sorry, we only have one mayonnaise. I'm sorry. That'll be amount customer owes. Thank you. Had a great day.
No thank you, sir. I'm not allowed to eat yet. I'm looking for my brother. His car is parked outside.
Oh yeah, he came in. He was very angry how slow I was going and pushed me to the ground and made his own sandwich. He sat over there and left.
Eric and Jen look over and see a table in the corner covered in what appears to be blood.
Is that his blood over there?
It could be. I tried not to look at him.
I'm sure it's just marinara sauce.
We can't assume that. Oh God, no.
It's okay, Eric. Did he say anything before he left?
He said something about wanting to jump in his favorite bridge or something. I don't know.
I know where he is. Let's go.
Wait, what are you going to buy anything?
No thank you. I'm fat.
And Subway is gross as frick.
Jen, this is a really classist look. And Seth told me down with the proletariat.
Please buy something. The manager will hit me again.
Eric and Jen skedaddle out of the door. The subway manager comes from the manager's office.
So, did you read the subway Torah?
Yes.
Did they buy anything?
No.
Recite it, you fool.
Although I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For you, Subway is with me. Thy sandwich is sub. They comfort me.
Again!
Cut to the bridge. Eric and Jen are leaning on the rail of the bridge, looking at the horizon. Eric turns to Jen.
Seth and I would like to come here as children. Seth would go to the pet store, buy all the goldfish, and we would come set them free. He was my hero back then, and he still is to this day.
What? That's awful. How could you let him throw animals off the bridge into the river?
It took real guts for him to do that.
I think that's illegal.
Typical Republicans, trying to infringe upon their rights.
No, goldfish are non-indigenous, so it hurts the ecosystem.
Oh, I didn't know they were African.
He sees the trail of napkins on the road by all the cars. He casually walks into the traffic, causing cars to swerve. He picks up one of the napkins and walks back to the side with Jen. Eric opens the napkin.
I want it more than you. I want it more than you.
What could that mean? Why is it in Joker handwriting?
I think he means our dad's junior high most improvement medal.
Huh?
Seth has always wanted that ribbon from our father. Even though I have improved much more than him, and that dad has promised it to me, he still won't let me have this one win before he dies.
Wow. That seems pretty petty. It reminds me of when I was a kid and my brother...
No, he's just super confident is all. I wish I was like him. I'm just ugly and fat. I know what we can do. Walk and talk so I can burn off these calories. What were you saying?
It wasn't important?
We have to get to my dad's house. Seth is probably going to commit suicide with it.
They hop into Jen's car and drive to the boys' house. Jen and Eric walk inside the house. Jen and Eric hear grunting and slapping noises. Eric doesn't seem fazed about the noises and looks around searching for clues.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, Mr. S has to massage his muscles. My dad's in a coma.
Right, but that doesn't sound like a massage.
I don't know. I let Mr. S deal with it. I'm not a doctor.
Who's Mr. S?
He's our lawyer.
Okay, that's definitely two dudes having sex.
I'm getting sick of your constant judging of my family. My brother is in trouble and all you've been doing is trying to get me to hate him? What's your deal? Are you trying to trick me?
Eric, Seth is clearly fine. He's just doing this for attention. We should be focusing on the store and not looking for your brother.
Eric turns his back to Jen.
He would look for me if it was reversed. I have to try.
Aren't you a little old to worship your older brother like this?
Sex noises get louder. They now have to scream to talk to each other.
He's my little brother, and you barely know him.
I know him enough to understand all he does is straight up gaslight people.
He does not do that. Why do you care so much?
I don't care. I'm just trying to help you be more independent. Gosh, I'm going back to the store.
Jen leaves. Eric is upset, but goes to sit down at the couch in the living room to think. He lays down and stares at the cereal on the wall while feeling bad about himself. Cut to FBI van. A man walks in the van and hands Mr. Kevin a yellow envelope. He opens it and smiles. They all perk up like dogs about to be fed.
Oh, boys. It's time for a buggy buggy.
They all cheer as Sabotaged by the Beastie Boys starts playing. They don't have the budget to actually play the song, so just imagine them bugging the building like crazy while being very, very happy. It's a big moment. Cut to, Eric is still on the couch listening to the sex noises as they continually get louder. Eric stares at the wall. He then turns his head and notices a bowl of cereal with a medal in it. The medal's ribbon is soaked in milk. The alphabet cereal spells "Throw me," LOL.
I don't understand.
The alphabet cereal then moves and spells out "Throw me up, you stupid bitch."
Okay, jeez.
Eric throws the bowl of cereal at the wall. It spins in slow motion, hurtling towards the wall. Eric looks very intense, just throwing cereal. It hits the wall and then spells, "George Zimmerman will ruin your family, Eric." He thinks for a minute, then scurries outside to find Jen. Jen is standing by the front door texting.
Jen,
What?
I know where he is. He's at the store. He never finished the movie. Seth is notorious for having to finish movies, even if he hates it.
Well, I'm going to go back anyway to do my job. I'm just tired of all this running around. I don't care about what Seth is doing anymore, okay?
But what if he's gonna kill himself?
Look, you are clearly having some weird mental breakdown being away from your brother. Can we just go to the store? I said I'm over it.
Jen parallel parks on the road outside the store. Since she's a girl, she hits both cars parked in front and behind her. She totals her own car. She may lose her license. When they enter the store, Eric goes to the back and finds a lifeless Seth covered in blood. His head is bashed in from behind.
No! Jen, call the police. I was right. He killed himself.
Oh my god!
Why? Why, God?
I'm gonna go outside and call the cops.
Jen goes outside to call 911. An hour goes by while Seth bleeds out from his head. Cut to the hospital at night. Jen and Eric are waiting in the lobby as a doctor approaches.
Your brother will be okay. You guys can go see him. I would just advise not to let him sleep for the next 10 hours. Thank you, doctor.
To the ER.
When you called, you told me the police he attempted suicide? Yes. I was being a bad brother. I see. Well, we didn't see any evidence of suicide, and he seems to be fine. You guys can go see him. I would still advise getting him help mentally. From talking to him for just 5 minutes, I couldn't recommend it enough.
Eric and Jen walk away from the doctor and go to Seth's room. Seth is in a hospital gown, eating Jell-O and watching Animal Planet on the hospital TV.
Hey, Seth. How's it going, buddy?
Gross. Don't be weird, Eric. Why do you look worried?
We've been running all over town trying to stop you from killing yourself.
I wasn't trying to kill myself, you stupid bitch. Lol.
Eric has been super worried and scared all day. What happened?
Oh, that's hilarious. Wish I came up with that myself. Oh my god, look at Eric. Are you actually crying?
I'm not crying.
OMG, his face is all red.
Shut up!
Seth's catheter falls out from him laughing.
Shut up, both of you. Now, Seth, start from the beginning. What happened to you today? What was the suicide note you left behind?
What note?
This suicide note. My brother deserves better than I can give him.
Oh, I wrote that a long time ago. Must have fallen out of my pocket. Can I have that back, please?
Why do you need this back? I don't understand.
What? I make a suicide note for everyone.
Wait, so this isn't for you?
No, I wrote this for you.
You what?
Yeah, I got like 4 for you, lady.
But I just started working this morning.
Always be prepared.
Why would you write a suicide note for me?
No. You got it all wrong. You see, if you were to kill yourself and not write a suicide note about me, which you probably would because you're selfish and wouldn't think about me, that would make me look bad.
But the subway employee said he saw you and that you were going to jump off a bridge.
That guy was a weirdo, yeah. I told him he has to clean up their bathroom because I took a dump on the bathroom floor. Then was going to walk to my favorite bridge.
You pooped on the floor? Why?
I don't know where the toilet seat has been. I'm not going to get AIDS.
Why not just put toilet paper down?
Of course I put toilet paper down.
But what about all the notes that said I wanted more than you?
After I walked to the bridge, I realized I hate walking, so I tried to take people's cars, but they were so selfish that they wouldn't even give me a car, even though I wanted it more than them. So I made a bunch of signs so someone would give me their car.
That actually worked?
It did when the notes started to maybe hint about the repercussions of not giving me their car.
Why did you take Dad's medal?
Oh, I just needed a utensil to eat some cereal.
Okay, but why did the cereal say George Zimmerman on the wall?
It's alphabet cereal. It can say anything. One time I thought it spelt 6 super toddlers, but it was some stupid incoherent gibberish like 6 semper tyrannis.
But what about your bleeding head? You clearly fell so hard that you hit your own head.
I actually don't remember why that happened. I got back to the store and was about to finish the movie in black. Must have been so bored I fell asleep and hit my head.
I can't believe I ran around all day worrying about you killing yourself.
Cringe. The only person that would kill themselves would be you.
Seth hits Eric in the balls and laughs. Eric leaves the room and Jen follows. Seth looks over at the other patient he's sharing the room with and sneaks over to steal their Jell-O. Eric and Jen are talking in the hallway.
I think you're right, Jen. But he's my family.
I mean, sometimes you have to leave your family. Family can be very toxic.
I understand you're trying to help, but it's easier said than done.
I did it. Look, Eric, I grew up on a commune. I learned very quickly that you just don't question whether or not you were taking your dad to prom.
You took your dad to prom?
Definitely someone's dad.
Jen puts her hand out for a high five. Eric, being uncomfortable, gives a very weak high five back.
And that not knowing made me realize I just gotta get out of there. Family can be the most toxic thing. I guess that's why I cared so much about your situation with your brother. You reminded me of myself.
Jen starts to realize Seth fell asleep in the hospital bed.
Oh, shoot. Seth fell asleep. We better get a nurse.
Nah, let those brain cells die.
He leans in for a kiss.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh. Sorry.
Let's just go get the nurse.
Cut to the FBI van a couple hours ago. Mr. Kevin is reading a diary that says top secret on it. A panicked agent runs into the van.
Sir, we have a problem. Seth got back early and saw us. He also maybe had a gun and was acting crazy, and we had to knock him out, and he's bleeding really bad.
Wait, did you say he had a gun?
I can plant one.